Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. I hope your new weeks are starting off great. Hopefully your football teams are doing well. Mine isn't because we lost, and I think we're on bye week this week, actually. But we're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. Thank you all very much for all the support and also the care and support while I was sick. I am better today. And very happy that I'm getting back to normal here. So here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Existent Boy on the Invicta subreddit. Top thread was, I wonder how high we can get before the end of the year. This is the strongest run of the year. Invicta, this is the 9th time you've had the strongest run. Look, as they get stronger, we got to put a label on it. I'm just saying, you know, what do you expect me to do? To say, no, this is the strongest run? No, I think it's funnier to have the new tag on it as well. So, which I, of course, borrowed from Brandon Perna. Thank you, Perna. Today is going to be Tango, Kilo, Juliet, Delta 89, Echo Victor. We've got, we got Dad's Kizzle, and terrible damage, okay movement speed, and I suppose passable tears rate, but I don't know what the trend is lately with this whole, we have really bad shot speed. I'm not a fan of it because it definitely does it makes all your shots feel like it just takes forever for them to reach their target. And it's also strategically is a problem because you want your tiers to get there as fast as possible, obviously. You want to deliver the damage, stop them from what they're doing, and more importantly, you also want to make sure that you're obstructing their path to you rather than them getting hit right before they hit you. Does that make sense? Like if we have something charging towards us, we want to have a very fast shot speed that doesn't knock them, you know, into the realm of clown physics. But at the same time, we want to make sure that we're stopping their pursuit as fast as possible, or at the very least buying us time so we can dodge. Whenever we have a low shot speed, it doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately. So what we have to do then is we have to rely on our movement speed. Now, if our movement speed is bad, or at least subpar, or, you know, right now it's, I would say, passable, only by the way that it is just barely above base Isaac movement speed, then it compounds the issue. And then you have to sort of go off, okay, well, what items do we have? What items can we get? And we have Empty Heart. Now, Empty Heart is also not an ideal. It is not an ideal item for us here, but it is nice that we're going to be able to get some easy peasy HP upgrades, thanks to us, especially us having this super secret room with the confessional booth in there. So every single time that we start a floor with one empty heart container, we will gain another heart container, which is good. I mean, that's great. That's great for HP. Red hearts are very, very plentiful here in the early game, usually anyway. It just doesn't help our stats at all right now. So we just have to be just got to be aware of that. Not going to be a fun room here. Now, there's a tinted rock, obviously, so we're going to be going for that one. You know what? It wasn't too bad. Going to open that one up here. As you see, Dad's Key can open up secret rooms and super secret rooms, which is nice. The bomb back there. Very unusual. Very, very unusual secret room because it's only adjacent to one other room. That's the item room, which we can get into anyway because it's floor 1 and it doesn't require a key. Our trinket that we have is the Bloody Crown, which is going to give us a shop in an item room when we get to the womb. But obviously we're a long way off from that here, being on floor 1. Little Haunt and Little Bad. You do not like Little Haunt. Little Haunt tends to cause more problems than he solves. We do also have 3 keys that we could use maybe on the Key Beggar, but I'm not willing to go that far. We're going to need these keys, especially if we find a double locked door or something like that. And even though I really want to use a bomb on Monstro here, you actually saw a little bit of what I was talking about there with the low shot speed. Luckily that Gaper got a little bit jostled by Clown Physics, which stopped it enough for us to dodge, and then we get hit by Monstro anyway. Yeah, I am getting slowly but surely better. As I was talking about yesterday, you know, this bout of the gunk has been very tame compared to stuff that we've dealt with earlier. Now, in terms of like the coughing and stuff, I hope that it's not the return of the cough. Those of you who've been here for a while, you know what I'm talking about. We dare not speak it into existence. But again, I appreciate the concern that people were showing and the comments, all that kind of good stuff. and I'm glad that I'm not feeling horrible. I never felt horrible during this bout here. I just felt a little drained, you know, just a little tired. Staying hydrated, all that kind of good stuff. Of course, taking on a second series has caused me to talk a little bit more than usual. Definitely not what we want there. All right, so let's go. I am going to go into the curse room here because we have that fresh soul heart down there. And it may seem a little bass-ackwards with us doing this way, but it is, in my opinion, fine if we get something out of the curse room, which of course we didn't. So we have to go down to an empty heart container here in order for us to gain the benefits of empty heart, which I'm going to do. This also has a very small chance of giving us an angel deal item, which would be nice, or at the very least, maybe even getting a soul heart or two from the confessional booth. It would be good. Not expecting anything. And we got a soul heart. Hey, you know what? I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. So empty +1 empty heart container when 1 red heart or less at the start of a new floor. That's keeping. By the way, take note that it says 1 red heart or less. This does not count for soul heart. So we could even pick up this red heart here and still get the empty heart container. There you go. So lots of HP, dependable HP, especially with us. If we can strategically plan this out, it's going to be really nice. We go on to last week's question of the episode. This one coming in from Billy Kimmel 4399, who said, question of the episode, what is the goal? What is the end goal of the streak? Do you plan on continuing it as long as possible, or was there even an end goal before the streak that you would like to go back to? There was never really a goal for the streak here. The end goals are just to push channel growth and continue to basically just continue to try to get interesting goals that people want to actively take part of, and in doing so, that also encourages people to engage with the channels and in the videos and that sort of stuff. But in terms of the actual win streak or not, there was never a goal, ever. I never tried to be the best at anything. I never wanted to break any records or anything like that. As many people will tell you, with this one in particular, with Repentance, I mean, we've used mods. It's not been a pure Eden streak because obviously we played randoms. We've done all sorts of things there. So it's really it's honestly not even a thing for me. Obviously we don't want to lose at all, but at the same time, to me, it is less about one number going up, less so than it is about teaching people Isaac and getting out of bad situations, and also, of course, testing myself. Really, I mean, we've had so many close calls, especially this year, with the TM trainer runs and TM trainer week. That always was the common denominator there, and you know, it is something that I'm glad that a lot of people are down with, and a lot of people put a lot of investment into wanting to see everything continue or whatever. But if we lose in today's episode, I don't really care. It's not really going to change much of anything. Now, eventually, when we do actually lose, whenever that's going to be, and it's definitely been closer than usual this year for sure. Whenever that does happen, the plan is to go back to random streaking, and then whenever that ends, we just go right back to Eden streaking. I mean, that's always been the plan since I started playing Rebirth. I've said it for years now, and I've actually spoken to Zombolis about this as well, that I wish that the win streak counter was never a thing. I wish that it just didn't exist, because I think too many people really focus on that as if it's the only important thing in these videos, when it's not. It's never been the most important thing when it comes to my Isaac videos. The thing that I care about the most is making sure that A, people are still enjoying the videos and having fun with them, and B, people are learning stuff, and C, also personal challenge. It is nice to be able to try to say, hey, we've got something to lose here, but if we lose, it's not the end of the world. You know, there are people have asked me, like, well, you know, are you going to go through with, if we lose the streak, are we going to go into a new save file, that sort of thing? again, something I've talked about many times now, which is that I don't have any interest. I really don't want to reset the save file. I know that it would probably do numbers on YouTube. I know that a lot of people are wanting to see that, but right now, it is still the least. It is still very easily the least appealing thing to do for me in the position that I'm in right now. I've been very honest and very open that I do not like a lot of things about Repentance, particularly speaking a lot of the tainted characters, and to have unlocked all of that stuff twice and then going through and then doing it again just because, it does not appeal to me at all. It is. I think that honestly there would be a boost in numbers. I don't know if we actually got we did. There would be a boost in numbers, but it would not be worth it for me to put out videos that I'm not having fun with. And I've been doing this for a long time. There's many games that I've stopped playing because I was not having fun, even if they were growing. I mean, the Heroes of the Storm videos, they were doing great on my channel. Not like incredible numbers, but for the channel my size, I was very proud of it. We're getting thousands and thousands of views per video, and that was the pinnacle for me. I was like, hey, we found something that works. Hell yeah, brother. But it got to a certain point where it's just not fun anymore. And that is the real concern that I have when we're talking about resetting the save file and starting fresh. Because I really do not think that it would be as enjoyable as people think. And people love, they want to see me. Dude, how does this HP bar make sense? People want to see me suffer. Not everyone, of course, but a lot of people do want to see me suffer in Isaac, and they just want to see me do a challenge because, it's whatever. People like seeing people who are good at the game get challenged. And I feel that we do get an adequate amount of challenge when we do these videos, when I play this game. Obviously we have face roll runs like we've had in the last couple of days. We also get really, really bad runs. And it seems to get forgotten a lot how much crap the game puts us through on a regular basis. And I think it's very easy to be out of sight, out of mind when it comes to Isaac, for people to want to say, okay, we want to see something new. We want to see you go through the challenges. We didn't catch the live streams and you're doing it on Twitch. We didn't catch them on YouTube. We want to see this stuff. And I get the reason why people want to see that, but I'm just being honest with you. I just don't want to do it. Not right now anyway. I'm not saying it is an impossibility, but just getting it all out there, it's just not appealing to me, because I really think that it will be fun for about maybe a week. And then when we start getting to the tainted characters and we got to go through all of the unlocks with the Polaroid and the negative, get the forgotten and stuff, it is something that I straight up just do not feel like doing. If we were to go, and this is something again that I've talked about, if we eventually do that, I would uninstall Repentance, I would uninstall Afterbirth, all that stuff. I would go back to base Rebirth and start from there, because I try to practice what I preach most of the time, which is, if I tell new players, they ask me, hey, what is the best way to progress through Isaac? How do you get better? The first thing I say, don't start on Repentance. That is universally always been, don't start on Repentance, has been my answer to newer players. If you want a challenge, that's fine, go for it. I think that you are making a mistake starting on Repentance. I think that Repentance is the unfriendliest that the game could possibly be for a new player, and I do not recommend it. I officially do not recommend starting on Repentance. If you want to go through and do a total unlock series, start on Rebirth. Go to Rebirth, do all the challenges, get all the unlocks. Okay, unlock all the characters, get all of their sticky notes, that sort of thing. Install Afterbirth, or you could even skip Afterbirth, just go to Afterbirth Plus, do the same thing. Unlock the new character, unlock all the stuff that you need to get from the challenges, and then go to Repentance. You're making it a lot harder if you start on Repentance. And that's what I would do. If we were to do a save file reset where we go back to the start and begin anew in the YouTube series, that is what would happen. It would be me going all the way back to Rebirth and starting over, which would subsequently nuke all of the save files, because you can't have one going from one that's like stuck in Rebirth and then one on Repentance. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. It would be cool if they had like an expansion selector and stuff, but unfortunately it just doesn't work like that. Great question though. So we got a whole lot of money here thanks to that sack room. I thought maybe the secret room was there. But obviously, us giving up so much HP is a problem. And also, I was an idiot and filled up our HP container because I was too busy monologuing. Which is, that's actually a pretty big deal. Wow, we were getting absolutely hooked on these item rooms here. We'll take jumper cables. I will take Mom's purse. And of course, I'm going to take the soul heart. So that's actually a big deal that I spaced on that, because we need Empty Heart to pay out with HP. So let's refocus and get back to the task at hand here, because this run is very quickly going to get out of control for us, and not in a good way if we don't start shaping up here. Get jumper cables, which is going to give us 1 charge on our spacebar item every time we get a 15th kill. Easy way to remember that is just think of how much it costs in the shop. At full price, that is how many kills it will take in order for you to get 1 charge on your active item. So it's not a lot, obviously, unless you just have a room like this where there are quite a bit of single ads. The game determined that we can't beat this room, so it opened the door for us. Thank you, game. No, it's not going to be there. I was going to be here, too. Secret room radar is a little bit off right now. Okay, the secret room has got to be off of here. I would have to imagine. And we're definitely going to get a full charge in this room, thanks to the jumper cables and also clearing it. So we'll be able to test. But we need to get, I mean, any kind of tiers up right now, any kind of movement speed up. Everything but range now. We did get a shot speed upgrade thanks to the safety pin, which I didn't talk about because, again, I was monologuing. And I think that, you know, I'm fine with 0.95. I would like a little bit more shot speed, but that is the least of our concern at this point. We got most of the beef out of the way with our shot speed. Now what we need to do is we need to hope that we get a tiers upgrade and damage. That is the biggest determining factor here in our success or failure at this point. Again, I missed out on the secret room, so I have no idea where the heck it is at this point. Get a crawl space and a couple bombs, which is nice. And bag of crafting is interesting now. So let's talk about the bag of crafting, because this is one of those items where I tell people, hey, you should probably use external information mod, but at the same time, I think that it is not in the spirit of things in certain cases because of the fact that it does show you exactly what to use to craft. Now, if the game showed it by default, I wouldn't necessarily be doing this. I personally, whenever I get the bag of crafting, I always disable external information mod for the sole reason that it takes up so much space reading over everything on the left-hand side that it's too much visual doo-doo. We can't reach that. But what I will say about bag of crafting is that it's sort of been slowly climbing up the power rankings in terms of what I think is the best use for the item. Volatar here. I personally feel that bag of crafting can be a run saver. Even when you don't know what you're crafting, which I don't right now. Like, we just got Volatar. Excellent item. It's going to help us out with stuff like this. It's not going to help us kill anything, but it is going to help us out in keeping pursuing enemies away from us. And it can deal light damage. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but if we need to get an extra hit in there, we can. See the little bone swipe that you get. Now, what would be pretty amazing is if it did actually deflect shots back at your assailants. I think that would be cool. It does actually benefit from a few range upgrades too, which is kind of funny. And also a little bit annoying at the same time because you don't necessarily want your bag of crafting taking up everything off the floor. And we get a black soul heart, but it's too good to put in the bag of crafting. So it's 8. Basically, it's 8 pickups that you put in the bag of crafting, and then the quality of those will determine what you get. So we get Virgo for free, which is excellent. That allows us to start taking pills now, which I'll immediately forget that we have until we see the Virgo shield. So something else, I saw that move. Something else to consider here is I need to make sure that we get to an empty heart container. We can no longer afford to forget about that. So by any means necessary, we need to get down to an empty heart container, or at least get down to a 1 red heart container in order for us to gain a red heart on the next floor. I knew that was going to happen. I tried to swing for it. You saw me pull out the bag, and fortunately it just didn't happen. Fallen is not a boss you want to mess with here. Get Guppy's eye, which is fine by me. We should try to find if there's a way for us to get down to an empty heart container. Only way to do this would be to go into the curse room and lose the soul heart, which might be worth it, honestly, to gain a permanent heart container. Yeah, we'll put a bomb in there. That's a weird secret room placement here. So, do we go in and lose 2 HP to gain an HP container on the next floor? And I do feel like that it is probably going to be the best course of action here. So say goodbye to that soul heart, unfortunately. Virgo shield popped off a little bit there. Get the leech. The Leechy boy is going to help us out a little bit. I have 1 more of these, but I'm not going to use it on this floor in case if it's an HP upgrade, just so we can use it on the next floor. So, interesting turn here, but it doesn't change the fact that we're in some trouble going into Caves 2. Meat Cleaver is not going to help us out at all. But as you see there, we did get a 3rd HP container. Devil Deals are no longer a concern for us right now. Obviously, getting a Devil Deal would be nice, but we have to take survival into more consideration. Now, Leech is going to help us out by dealing damage and also giving us some HP back every time it gets a kill, which is nice. So that is a little bit of sustainability there, but we are still going to have to go down to 1 heart or less in terms of red heart HP in order to keep gaining benefit out of empty heart. So Leech making some big time plays here, and we're just grabbing stuff as much as we can. We can actually open chests up by swiping at them. A range upgrade, it's fine. We spawn a heart, and it was a soul heart too. Wow, don't see that too often. But again, this is one of those things where, yes, we're getting stuff, but it's not stuff that's going to give us any stats right now. We need to get more. We need to get damage, we need to get tears. Tears rate is now becoming pretty much the most needed. And what a contrast to yesterday's run, whenever we see a run like this. Pills, I do want that pill because we have Virgo. Funny game. Put the full charge in there. Full charges can be stored in the bag of crafting for components as well, which is nice. I knew that we were cooked as soon as we got in here. This movement speed, you cannot dodge effectively in that room, especially with Leech killing things at a abnormal rate, or an uneven rate, I should say. So we should try to find the shop here. Again, it's not that I don't want Devil Deals, it's just that if we lose it, that's the least of our concerns right now. Mom's Knife actually helping us out a little bit there. The compass. Absolutely take the compass, and tower card. It's probably not going to be able to help us out, but yeah, especially against Champion Red Mega Maw. Good luck at that with our movement speed. I'm going to try though, but we're probably going to get hit. Wow. It didn't matter because we didn't get we didn't get Devil Deal anyway. Yeah. Yep. 73%. We beast moded Mega Maw and it just didn't matter. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Got a pill. Gulp. And we gulp the Swallowed Penny, which is fine. There is no reason for us to go to those rooms over there unless we're trying to get more material components. So again, now comes our bravery test. Do we go down to 1 HP to gain another permanent heart container and be even more exposed to danger going on into depths? Well, now that made it easy for us because the soul heart will protect us. And we can go down to 1 red heart and 1 soul heart and now still be totally fine. So I'm down for that. I would love to put the soul heart in the bag of crafting, but that's just not a good idea right now. I'm going to take the bomb. We need keys as well, so I need to make sure that we don't put any keys in the bag of crafting. Leech, I need you to step it up a little bit, son. Now, obviously, with Camion Conception, if we end up spawning Twisted Pair or Incubus, that's going to be a big win here. I will take Tech X. Tech X is good, but again, not the end-all, be-all here, but it is going to help out. Give us that piercing, give us that spectral tears. Not unlimited range, but almost unlimited range. Although we practically have unlimited range because our range is 17.51. As you see here, it's still painfully slow for us to charge up our tears rate with Tech X. This is a perfect opportunity for us to shed some red hearts and also gain a whole bunch of valuable components like nickels that give us Curse the Tower. Alright, so let's go back at the Soul Heart and let's get the heck out of Dodge here. That Soul Heart's huge. It's very, very big. And Swallowed Penny is going to help us out on Demon Judgments like that. We could, if we really wanted to, we could go back and play it again and put some components in our... We could put some components in our bag. Yeah, I mean, we've already missed Boss Rush, so it doesn't matter. Let's go back. Oh, no, it's in the Curse Room. Never mind. What am I talking about? Well, now that just screwed us up because now we have to burn the Soul Heart. So in one room, I messed up the entire plan because I was like, yeah, you know what, let's go back. Indecision. That is the direct result of indecision. Do not let indecision play against you in this game. You will die. Stick to a plan, establish a plan, stick to it, and be happy that you're there. Because now we're in a situation where we have to go try to find another Soul Heart or a Temperance Machine or something. Otherwise, we're going to have to sacrifice the Soul Heart and then go down to the Danger Zone with that Demon Judgment, which is absolutely against the whole point of us getting that Soul Heart. Get a little Tears upgrade here with Wiggle Worm. Don't call audibles in Isaac. In other words, those of you who are football fans out there. Yeah. So it's either we burn this soul heart and YOLO it, which is what I'm going to do because we need that. We need those permanent HP containers. So her skull is interesting. Kind of hard to believe that we didn't get a payout here. Jawbreaker. I don't think it works with Tech X. Maybe we'll get lucky. And I know you're saying, Victor, you got Guppy's eye, stupid. Should have known there wasn't a soul heart there. Nah, bro. Guppy's eye frequently lies to you. There have been many times where I've gotten soul hearts out of fires that Guppy's eye said that was there, or said that was not there. All right, more HP, but obviously we got to be careful here. Tech X is still going to help us out in staying safe until we can stabilize here. Oh, I want you to put that in the bag there, Isaac. See, now I got to go over here and go and pick this up. Okay, so this is a good chest here with a dime and a bomb. Dimes are worth quite a lot in terms of value. Bag of crafting, and we should get a sword here. We did get Demon Baby thanks to Cammy Conception. So all is forgiven. Emperor card's good here. Way too good for us to put in the bag of crafting, obviously. There we go. I'm going to put a red heart in, yeah. Don't really need red hearts right now to heal because obviously we have the leech, and leech can get us up a lot of HP very quickly. Oh, these are champion statues? Okay, I don't like this room. We need bombs, so it's... We only need one more for a payout with bag of crafting, but... There we go. Heart gives us piggy bank. Fine with that. Piggy bank gives us more things that we can use in the bag of crafting if we take damage. We're definitely going to. Mini Mush. Finally get a movement speed upgrade. We got even more range. Look how far our bag of crafting hits now. 20 range. Yeah, we take this. We will check this out. With the mini charge. Mini charges do count for something different. Range upgrade. They do count differently than full charges in the bag of crafting. Just be aware. And we got a little bit of a damage up here thanks to the black feather. I don't know what our evil item is, though. Pills gonna be telepills. Thank you for not screwing me, game. Secret room's gotta be here. Yep. Yeah, there's a soul heart and a key in this chest. But the soul heart is worth more to us than one bomb in this key, because we're going to get the key back. It's definitely way too valuable to put in the bag of crafting right now. If we really wanted to get some mega, omega, giga chad items, we would load the bag of crafting with like soul hearts, bone hearts, demon hearts, eternal hearts, dimes, golden keys, stuff like that. Golden pennies are also very valuable. But we don't have access to that. Right now, we're just trying to stay alive. And hope that we get some level of base stat upgrade. Yes, this is going to give us a ton of money here. Virgo shield kicking in. I wouldn't mind getting blood bag. And we get blood bag. Perfectly fine with that. You know what? We have a lot of coins in there, so I don't really want to nuke all of that. If we can get an HP upgrade here, that'd be great. Hey, Fanny Pack is actually legitimately fantastic for the bag of crafting, because now whenever we take damage, we're almost self-sufficient at crafting things with Fanny Pack and double coin payouts from the Piggy Bank and the Swallowed Penny. So that's actually pretty huge. And a movement speed upgrade, which I am going to take. I am going to put a Soul Heart in the bag at this point, and we get Jello and Death's Touch. But you know what? I'm willing to let Bag of Crafting cook here, because I'm happy with where we're at right now. It's starting to get a little exciting now. "36 minutes. Depths 2. That is not setting a Mosh Pit Racing League record, that's for sure. Secret room's gonna be here. There we go. And we get a nickel for our troubles, which we can put in the Bag of Crafting. That has a Soul Heart in it, so we can expect to have a fairly decent payout here with what we've already got. Now, a Golden Bomb is absolutely massive for the Bag of Crafting. And we actually accidentally grabbed that tarot card too, which really sucks. There's a charge key there too, man. Oh, that would have been so good. All right, well, we still have a charge key on lockdown inside the Bag of Crafting. We've got a sack room here. Sack room should be able to produce a lot of components for a payout. Any charges are not really all that valuable. We want to put mega good items in our Bag of Crafting right now. So mini charges are not going to work. This is the one time we don't need Virgo Shield paying out every single time, although I appreciate it, Virgo. Angel Room gives us the Holy Grail, which is flying, something that we definitely need. We get a Soul Heart, that's fine. Roll Bombs are going to back out just for safety. We get Uriel here, which I don't care about either. I do want this Soul Heart, but we need to get one more heart for tapping. Don't care about telepills. So we could go into the curse room for free and then telepills out, but that is exactly what the game wants me to do. So we get teleported to the I Am Error room, and then that's just it. Be careful, Globins. They do cause 1 heart of damage. We might as well go into the shop and get a whole lot of nothing. We'll heal. This would definitely take us to the full tapping of the Sack Room Shuffle. Put some money in our donation machine. Haven't been able to do that in a bit. Wow. Back to 8 hundo. We might as well go into the curse room since we're here and be very, very sad about it. And let's see what the payout is here. It's not the 7 Soul Hearts that I was really hoping it would be, because, man, that would have been an absolutely baller payout from Bag of Crafting. I mean, that would have been incredible. All right, so we need to get down to an empty heart. And that's good enough. We could play, since we've already spent all of our, or we've already made most of the donation back here. I think this is going to be better for us to get a whole bunch of Soul Hearts, maybe. Hang on a second now. Keep getting payouts like that. Remember, we have a charge key in the bag right now. Charge key is one of the best things that you could put in the Bag of Crafting. not as good as I was hoping it would be. Only because we started off so hot there. But we're not done yet. Now, would I give up? Would I give up bag of crafting for the fortune telling machine? Or for the crystal ball? Yes. Without a doubt. I'm going to take this heart. We're just making a whole bunch more money that we can use to spend on the fortune telling machine and hopefully get more soul hearts. But we need to be careful here because I don't want to pick up the soul hearts, and I also don't want to pick up all the anything else that's going to muddy up our bag of crafting. So I am going to go through with putting these soul hearts inside of the bag of crafting though. So we've got 3 soul hearts and a charge key. This could be huge for us. I mean, with the amount of soul hearts we've gotten already out of this money, we've only spent like, what, 60 something cents? I mean, you really can't complain with that payout ratio. Fortune telling machines rarely ever pay out with 4 soul hearts. Yeah, I mean, we really cannot. That was a fantastic fortune telling machine, even though it didn't give us as quite as many soul hearts as I would have obviously wanted. That's still phenomenal. 4 soul hearts and a charge key now inside of the bag of crafting. We're gaming here. It's taking a while, but we're gaming. Would have been made a lot easier if we just gotten the payout off of the sack room shuffle, but c'est la vie. I don't mind picking up. Oh man, a dime is good too. I don't mind picking up red hearts right now just because Leech is going to hit stuff anyway, and we also still have we still have the temperance machine that we can use to go back to an empty red heart container. The soul heart, okay. So basically one more high level component and we should be rewarded with hopefully something amazing. No, rotten hearts are one of the worst things you could put in there. Okay, so let's go back down. Go back down to an empty red heart container. And hopefully get one more soul heart out of this arcade. And if we do, it's go time. Fine. And there's the dime. I don't remember if dimes are actually worth more than soul hearts. I'm really tempted to put a dime in there. I think the dime is worth more. This is all just secretly an excuse for me to get the crystal ball, of course. Which is not true at all. I want to see this through to a soul heart. And one more soul heart. Got another Emperor card. Wait, no. No. What is that? It's a Hermit card. Hierophant card would be fine, too. Left hand might not be a bad shout. There's our Soul Heart. Yeah, we're just putting more crap on the ground now that we potentially might accidentally pick up before the Soul Heart. Wow, that thing's still going. Okay, gonna place a bomb here. Just trying to get some separation. We got plenty of bombs, so I'm not worried about this. Yeah, there was a red heart there, which I didn't even know was there. All right, let's see if it was worth it. It was not. I mean, Tech Zero is fine, but definitely not what we're looking for right now. No, I want to make sure we don't consume my Emperor card here. I'm just going to pick up random crap. That's already better than Tech Zero. Like, there's nothing wrong with Tech Zero. It's just that we put so much into this play, and then to get that out of there is really, really sad. I think the left hand is probably fine here. We lose a little bit of damage, but we need the tears, obviously. Yeah, that is a huge disappointment. But that's why you always keep your expectations low. I know people be saying, "Oh, you could have just used the mod. It would have been fine." Apparently, Tech Zero also gives us a second. Oh, that gives us a nice heal, experimental pill. Okay. Apparently, Tech Zero and Tech X give you 20/20 for Tech X. I don't remember if that's something I've known or not, but 48 minutes. Here we go on the mom. We did end up. Oh, you know what? No, it gave us. It's coming from Twisted Pair. I didn't realize they gave us Twisted Pair. I also have Demon Baby now because we took so many hits thanks to IV Bag and other things. And yeah, we'll head on down. Okay. So obviously, we didn't get the empty heart payout there. It's to be expected with Leech and having a bunch of ads. If I really, really, really wanted to min-max it, I could go and grab the Fool card and then teleport out, use the IV Bag, and then go back down to an empty heart container. I'm not going to do that unless we absolutely needed to. So the left hand is going to give us all red chests here, which obviously the plan is hopefully going to give us Guppy items and also Soul Hearts. Devil Deal teleportation would also be not bad. I mean, we still need offense here. Let's see if we can get our second 73% failure here. Bomba. Put that in the bag. And we get a teleportation to the Devil Deal, which is going to activate Redemption, at least. We finally get a damage upgrade. And a speed up pill, which we do not need. And we get Headless Baby. All right. Nice damage here on Matriarch. And we do get a fire rate upgrade, thankfully. I'll take, and we'll just put this in the bag. Don't need to go into the double deal. We've already know what's in there, and at least we get a damage upgrade. Boom, look at that. 1 damage upgrade. Hey, I'll take it. Don't really have a lot of keys to be sparing here, but this could have been worth it if it wasn't garbage. Now there's a t-shirt for you right there. This could have been worth it if it wasn't garbage. Our next t-shirt, the mosh pit. Okay, well, at least we got one of our keys back here. I feel like we're going in the wrong direction here, game. Although, Secret Room might lead us north. Ooh, cardio coin. And so what we want to put cardio coin for the next one. So let's get you in there. Alright, so golden penny is very, very, very good. A little schmoove there. Again, we don't care about empty heart at this point. It's done its job very well, I might add. Bookworm, no thank you. No bombs. Whoa, what was with that shot accelerating there at the end? No devil deal, but a little bit perturbed about that. There's the maze. There is a library now. And I would definitely, at this point, give up the bag of crafting for the library. Or for the library to give us a book. Book of Revelation, Book of Shadows. Really anything, because we need to get some synergy out of the 4.5 volt. Yeah, we don't have any bombs. Cito mucha bomba. Gracias. Godspeed up. Pick up. Pretty fly. Damage here. Tech X really helping us out. Not that Tech X is never not a help. Most of the time. It was just we needed it. We needed it bad. So we're gonna leave the golden penny in there, which is kind of a crime actually. We should at least try to get something in here. Get another soul heart, the Satanic Bible, and then let's just put whatever. Should at least use cardio coin. Guppy's collars, our second guppy item. Again, we don't have a bomb, so goes in there. Goes in there. That in there. Oh, we needed a bomb. Okay. Well, we need a bomb that we can use, game. One that I won't accidentally just immediately put into the bag of crafting. I'm just going to put whatever. Roid Rage doesn't do anything for us, so we're done. Thank you, Bag of Crafting. You did a fantastic job for us. My hat goes off to you. Umba. Hey, look at that. Honestly, Bob's Rotten Head might be insanely good here with 4.5 volt, now that I think about it. You need to be careful about that wiggle bob, though. Okay. Does do a lot of damage. I mean, it charges one charge almost by itself. 4.5 volt. It's gonna be nice for Blue Baby, especially with this Emperor card. So we are going to do it here. It was quite the journey, though. Having Bag of Crafting. All right, I was hoping we were gonna get our last Guppy item. Athame, we'll go ahead and take. Yeah, we can get Ouija board as well. So thank you for watching, everyone. It was this was definitely an interesting episode, but it didn't feel like a bad run necessarily. And that was mostly because it was very strategic heavy when it came to the Bag of Crafting. I don't know how that missed. When it came to the Bag of Crafting, when it came to us planning out Empty Heart and that sort of stuff, this is a very strategy heavy episode, and those are sometimes more fun than the face roll ones, I gotta say. This one wasn't bad. Even though it wasn't a banger, it was not a banger run, it was definitely a thinker run. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great start to your brand new week here in the Mosh Pit. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part was of the run. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Welcome all new subscribers here in the Mosh Pit. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some pages of mine like Carlos Ibanez, Marcus, and Nathan Trumbo. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.